Oh, yeah.
And somebody pulled out of a spot, and I was like, thank you. They started to pull out, I was like, after you. I'll take that, thank
Well,
you.
now, there's a lot of cars parked where that,
Yeah,
Corsi was?
Bonacorsi's.
are those Gusto parkers or
Honestly, I don't think that parking or that space
Nothing's
belongs
official.
to any business.
so it's anybody's?
I mean, whoever owns the lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, that's become the Gusto's parking, but I don't know who owns the plot of land there that building sat on. I assume that's,
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, it is 7 o'clock on June 6th, meeting of the DRB, and we will open the meeting at this point. We have determined that we do have a quorum. If each one of you would just state your name for the record. Start with you, Krista.
Krista Murray.
Sarah Hellman.
Katrina.
Palke? Katrina Palke?
Okay, Jessica.
Jessica Edgerton.
Okay, Ken.
Kendall Schmidt.
Okay, and Linda Shambo. So we do have a quorum, and we can proceed with the hearing. Before we do start, Michelle, is there anything that needs to make an adjustment to the agenda?
Only the items that I had made suggestions to you in email.
I'm not gonna, I can't hear you, Michelle.
There's a couple of items that Michelle sent you via email. Would be to move the consideration of DRB operation bylaws to after the deliberation session, and then to add the next meeting discussion as to when that will be prior to roundtable.
Okay, thank you. Is there anything further?
That is it.
Okay, visitors and communications. Is there anyone present in the room tonight or on Zoom that is here to speak to anything other than what's on the agenda tonight? Hearing no, we will proceed to old business. Consideration of the minutes from May 2nd, June 2024 hearing. Is there a motion? Please raise your hand. Sarah?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from May 2nd, 2024.
Is there a second? Raise your hand.
I second it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, the motion made by Sarah and seconded by Ken. All those in favor, raise your hand or say aye.
I
Aye.
Thank you. Opposed? Hearing none, the minutes are approved. Consideration of the decision from May 2nd to 2024 hearing. Do I have a motion on that? Please raise your hand.
All motion.
Okay, Krista has made the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Sarah seconding. Okay, all those in favor say aye or raise your hand, please.
I
Thank you. Those opposed, hearing none. The decision is approved. Okay. Then we'll proceed on to new business. Is there a motion to open that segment of the agenda?
Yeah, I'll
Raise
make
your
a
hand.
motion to consider the application here.
Okay, and is there a second?
I'll
Second.
second it.
Who seconded?
Ken.
I did.
I thought you made the motion.
No,
Oh, that was
Colin
Colin who
did.
made the motion.
Colin's here.
Okay, I didn't,
All right, I
okay.
should have announced myself. I apologize.
Okay, all right, Colin is present then. And Ken, did you second it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all those in favor say aye or raise your hand, please.
I
Aye.
Okay, and opposed, hearing none, we will proceed with new business. Benjamin Perry, 135 Berlin Street, seeks curb cut variance, R-4 zoning district. Who do we have present tonight for that testimony?
Yes, I'm Ben Perry. I am here tonight.
Okay, Ben Perry. Okay, Mr. Perry, we do have a quorum, but it requires at least 5 affirmative votes for a decision or application to be approved. And so I'm just letting you know, you do have the right to have a full board present. And if you wish to do so, you could postpone this hearing. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes, let's proceed.
Okay. And I'm going to need you to state your name for the record.
Benjamin
already-
Perry?
Okay. And if you would raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to present is the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do. Thank you. We do have your application before us, and it's been read by us all. If there's anything you'd like to add to that or expand on, comment on, please feel free to go ahead and do so.
I think I put everything in the application that I wanted to. Just looking to put a second driveway in at the best location, easiest access for the main door to the house.
Okay. All right. And before I ask any of the members if they have any questions or comments, Michelle, is there anything that needs to be read into the record?
No.
No. Okay, thank you. All right, we'll take some questions or comments from the board members. We'll start with you, Colin.
I don't have any questions. The application was pretty complete and straightforward. I'm not trying to tell anyone not to talk, but I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to approve this application.
Okay, we need to go through asking.
No, I
all of
understand,
the
yeah.
comments. That's fine, we'll get back to that. Ken,
No, I have no questions.
okay, how about you, Sarah?
No questions.
Jessica?
No, I don't have any questions. It also appeared to be fairly straightforward and it would conform to the other driveways in the neighborhood from the report.
Thank you. Christina?
I just have a few questions. When you refer to this as a second driveway,
Yes.
is the intention to be that an accessory or for that really be your primary parking?
I mean, I primarily park down below, and then she would like to park up top. Down below, we only have room to go front to back right now. So if we have anybody else over, they have to park up top anyway. So, I mean, they would both be used daily.
Okay. So both would be snow plowed and such.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you utilize the garage at all? Or is that,
Just I have a motorcycle and stuff. It's not big enough to park a modern vehicle in anymore.
just
so,
curious?
yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Krista?
No questions.
Okay. If there's nothing further to be added, then the board will go into deliberative session and make a decision on your application. And you will be notified in writing within a week, or you can call Michelle in the morning and get the board's decision.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
All right, thank you for being here.
Welcome.
You're all
Short and
set.
sweet. There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good evening.
Bye.
Okay,
Pause well, after the motion, sorry. I'll make a motion to go into deliberative session.
or wait. I want to just make sure that Michelle is back.
She's
And I will
there.
ask-
I'm here.
And I will ask you for a motion and ask you to raise your hand. Is there a motion to go into deliberative session?
I'll motion it.
Is there a second?
Second.
I'll,
Second,
Motion made by Krista and seconded by Kendall. All those in favor say aye or raise your hand, please.
Aye.
aye.
I,
Opposed? The board will now go into deliberative session and the recording will stop. And Michelle, if you would join us. The board is now back in regular session. It's at 7:13 PM. And we have to make a decision in respect to the application before the board. Is there any further discussion before a motion is made? Okay, I'll entertain a motion in respect to this application. Please raise your hand if you wish to make the motion.
I've got my hand up.
Good, okay. I didn't see you because it's not moving fast.
I realize that.
Get that arm up there.
It depends
No,
on the
it's,
owl.
Right, yeah. Go ahead, Sarah.
Wasn't it?
I would make a motion to approve this application as presented with the condition that the decision, condition this decision that the zoning administrator will be allowed to approve any immaterial or non-substantial changes to the site plan without having to come back before the DRB for revision.
Any comments on that motion?
I agree, second that.
Okay, just a second, Michelle, I have a question for you in respect to the, I know it says that he would comply with the stormwater runoff. Is that something that needs to be mentioned in the decision of the board?
Couldn't hurt. Couldn't hurt.
I still couldn't hear you, but it's okay.
She
Okay,
said it couldn't hurt.
okay, yeah, thank you. All right, is there a
Can I-
second to the motion?
Can
Do
I
you
add
wanna-
to my motion?
Pardon?
Can I add to
Sarah?
my motion?
You sure can.
So adding a second condition that the regulations for stormwater drainage be adhered to, is that sufficient?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Is there a
It's
second
understood.
to that? Or discussion and
second.
Okay, Jessica seconds. Okay, all those in favor say aye or raise your hand.
I,
Unanimous that the application be approved, none opposed. Okay. We will now move to the bylaws, revised bylaws. You all have a copy of that. Is there any comments in respect to that? Ken, did you have any comments to make?
I
on
have
the
no
revised?
comments. No.
Colin?
I guess I'm a little, we had this wide-ranging conversation about the bylaws last time. I guess, help me understand are we continuing that conversation, or are we getting ready to approve them?
Well, we did discuss it last time, but there were some adjustments that were going to be made to it.
Yeah.
And those adjustments were made, and there's a couple additions. I think Michelle can respond to one of them, but I think the rest was all as we all agreed on. There's just one minor correction to the bylaws. Michelle?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello,
She's here.
I'm here.
She's
said
gotta get
no.
the mic.
Acknowledging me. Sorry.
do you want to move that mic towards you since it's not being used? I don't know if it'll reach.
We've done this a time or two. Okay, can you hear me now? Look at
I
that.
can.
Big picture.
It's good. Oh. Just the conversation we had this afternoon in respect to one change to be made to the revised bylaws in respect to the applications going before the manager.
Right, correct. So we had spoken that in the past, or what recently has happened, is that applications tend to go to the city manager and not necessarily the director of permitting, planning, and assessment. So we were talking that perhaps that should be a change within here, because it currently states the director, but recently they all have to go to Nicholas, the city manager. So we thought that should be reflected in here. but
What page
that's-
is that on?
Let's see.
It's on page 2, and it's under officers and duties, Article 3. The very last sentence in the first paragraph.
I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it.
Same.
Page 2, Article 3, first paragraph.
Article 3,
Last
officers'
sentence.
duties. Yeah, it's the very last, or next to the last, and goes to the last sentence. Any member desiring reappointment to the board must apply to the Director of Planning and Writing, which will be changed to City Manager.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about the applications in front of the DRB, not an
Oh,
application. in front
no,
of the
oh,
DRB.
sorry.
My apologies.
No, you're fine.
I was on the same.
I made that same
Okay.
mistake.
Probably wasn't made clear then. Thank you.
That's all right.
All set?
Yeah.
Okay, there
So,
was. Go ahead.
so do we need a motion to change that, or just, can somebody make a motion to approve this with that one change?
Yes. Yes. Is there a second to that?
Yeah, I'll second that.
Okay, Colin, all those in favor, raise your hand or say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none. Okay, then it looks like the bylaws revised are approved by the board. Michelle.
Okay.
Great.
I would like to compliment whatever typist did all this. This is absolutely amazing. Would that be you, Michelle?
I just did the updates.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
Tracking
Now,
change.
we'll go to roundtable. Has anybody got anything for roundtable?
We were gonna discuss next month's meeting
Oh, I'm
date.
sorry. Yes, thank you, Sarah. I think Michelle did offer out some dates that we could consider for that. Does anybody have a preference?
They did not get those. It was only directly to you.
I've
So
got
you knew it was available, and Sarah.
I've got them as well. I can read them if you'd like.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So the options are Wednesday, July 3rd, Friday, July 5th, Wednesday, July 10th, and Friday, July 12th.
I would put out there the only day I'm available is the 3rd.
That was Colin?
That was
Yes.
Colin.
Yeah, okay. How about the others?
I would say either, if I can raise my hand, I'd
Sure.
say either the 3rd or after, the 5th, in other words, the 12th. So the 3rd or the 12th. The 3rd or the 12th.
Okay. Kendall?
I'm good with any of them. The 3rd sounds all right with me.
Okay. Krista?
Any of them work for me.
Okay, good. Sarah?
I am not available on the 3rd or the 5th. I could potentially do the 10th, though that would be my second choice. The 12th is my first choice.
Okay, Christina?
I am not available on the 3rd.
Okay, the 3rd would be all right with me. Jessica?
Yeah, the 3rd's okay, but I also am available on the 12th. So that there were 2 people that couldn't do it on the 3rd, but could do it on the 12th. It's kind of pushing it far ahead, but yeah.
I think Colin said he only had the 3rd.
Oh, we did? Okay, so then,
I think
But-
that's what you said, Colin.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Okay, well, it appears that more people would be available on the 12th. Sorry, Colin. So is that okay with everybody to go with it on the 12th?
yes,
Good to me.
Yes.
Good. That's good to me too.
Okay. Okay, Michelle, is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, all right, now we'll get back to roundtable. Is there anything, anybody wants to add, present for the roundtable?
Do we need to vote on the date change?
I think you should.
Okay, I'll motion to vote on changing the next meeting to July 12th at 7 PM.
I apologize, that's a special meeting. You need to refer to it as a special meeting
Okay.
because it's not a regularly scheduled. So you'd be proposing the special meeting for that date. Sorry.
Okay.
Wording, sorry.
I propose that we not have the meeting on July 4th, that we have a special meeting on July 12th at 7 PM in lieu of.
I
Second,
second,
Second? Who seconded?
Sarah.
and
Sarah.
Jess.
Oh, okay, all those in favor, say aye or raise your hand, please.
Aye.
Okay, then the next special meeting then will be on July 12th at 7 o'clock. Roundtable. I'm bound to get to the roundtable. Anybody got anything they want to add to that? Jessica?
Yeah, do we have a vacant seat, an at-large vacant seat?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you. I don't know.
Okay. Yes, there is one, there is an at-large seat that is still vacant, yes. Anything else?
No. Not really.
Okay. Motion to adjourn, raise your hand, please. Kendall?
I
And
motion
Jessica?
to adjourn.
Okay. Jessica with a
Second.
second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Opposed, none opposed, and this meeting will adjourn at approximately 7:25 PM. Thank you all for being
Thanks, everyone.
present.
Thank
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 you.
Thank you.
Thank you.